The University of South Florida, part of the American Athletic Conference, is one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. Located in Tampa Bay, Florida, it is finally time to let the Bulls out of the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make an apology. The audio you're about to listen to for the intro of this video is horrible, and I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened. I have no idea why it sounds the way it does, but everything will sound like this going forward. Thank you for your support. Can't wait to get you guys this series. Let's get right into it. As soon as this audio is done, you'll enjoy it a lot more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Harry Storms, and this is the first episode of the University of South Florida Bulls Revamped Dynasty. I'm super excited to bring it to y'all, man. I've wanted to do something like this for a really long time, and I've just never really had the time or the system to do it, but I finally got everything set up. I am so excited to bring you guys this series, man. Rebuilding the Bulls down in Tampa Bay, Florida. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to be your head coach. It's going to be a great time, man. We're going to get right into it. We're going to go over the coaching scheme, both on the offense and the defense. Then we'll move into the team selection, which you guys already know what that's going to be. Then we will move on and we will do the best players on the team. There are two players in particular that I'm really excited about. A third on defense that I think is going to be fantastic and a great usage on our team. And then we'll go through some recruiting, and then we'll hop right into the video. Starting off with our head coach. You know, it is me, bigger guy, you know, got to get that large body size. It is what it is, man. Nothing against it. It's just what it is. Offensive style, we are going to be running the Oregon spread offense. I'm really excited for this. It's going to be crazy. A lot of options, a lot of quick passes. Beat them deep when we have to. We are going to be a 60-40 pass offense. So we're going to be passing the ball a little bit more than running it. But when it comes down to it, if we got to punch that football in, we're going to get it done. And then in regards to aggressive/conservative, we're going to be super aggressive. We're out here to get wins. We're out here to have fun. That's what we're going to be doing. In regards to the defense, we're just going base 4, 3-4 guys down the line, 3 linebackers. If it comes into a nickel package, it differs a little bit. 50-50 defending the pass and the run. I'm not really sure what we're going to be looking at yet, what we're going to be doing, and I just want to make sure we're prepared for both. But in regards to being aggressive, that's all day. Blitzes, zone blitzes, making sure we're getting after the quarterback, making bad throws. It's going to be great. I'm super excited. I'll see y'all at the team selection. Alrighty, before we get into the team selection, I just want to show you guys what we're working with in regards to the options, sliders, settings, all of that stuff for this dynasty. I'm starting out at the default level 0, or I guess level 1. Normal progression rate, we are going to have auto-generated names because we have the updated rosters up until this year, which is awesome. Super excited for it. In regards to the gameplay options, we're going on Heisman. It's the only way to go. It's the hardest difficulty they have. Injuries, fatigue, we're going to be playing on 5-minute quarters. If we feel like we need to change it later, that's something we can go over. Play clock is obviously going to be on. Game speed is normal. 30, I feel like, is going to be a good threshold. It means that the faster players are going to be faster than the slower players, and it's going to show. So that way when we're going for recruits, if we get a wide receiver with only 80 speed, he's not getting out. Same with a running back, you know. But if we have slow corners, we're going to get burnt by fast wide receivers. I just feel like it's the best way to do it. So that's how we're going to be doing it today. In regards to the game rules, here are some of the hardest sliders you can find in this video game. It's going to be a challenge, man. This is not going to be an easy series. We're not going to walk in and win the BCS championship right off the bat. It's going to take a little while, and that's the whole point. It's a rebuild. It's not a one-season wonder. I'm super excited for that. And in regards to the custom AI, in regards to my user skills, man, it's going to be tough. Accuracy is at 10. Pass blocking is at 5. Running back ability is at 15. Run blocking is at 0. Like, this is not going to be easy. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited. See you guys at the team selection. As you guys may have guessed, we are going to be going with the University of South Florida. We are going to be the head coach of this team. It's going to be really fun. Bulls haven't been a powerhouse, I don't think, ever. If so, it's been a really long time. They've been competitive here and there, but they've never been a top 25 team consistently in the history of college football, and that ends right now. As you guys can see here, our target wins for at least the first season of being a head coach is going to be 6. We have a D- program tradition. We're nothing crazy. We're nothing exciting, but we're going to get this done. So starting off with our coaching tree, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to put our one attribute just into scouting, so that way we can get a little bit better. In regards to our upgrades for our coordinators, Todd Orlando, the defensive coordinator, and Joel Gordon, the offensive coordinator, we're just going to work on stamina right off the bat. I feel like it's the best thing we can do. We're obviously going to progress as the series goes on, but for now, this is what we're sticking with. Alrighty guys, we're going to go through the roster really quick, just go over some of what I feel like are the key players of this team. As you can see, Gary is a better overall than our second string quarterback, but our second string quarterback had an amazing season this year in real life. took him to a bowl game, and he is going to be our starting quarterback this year. Byram Brown, the freshman, 6'3", 206 pounds, scrambling quarterback out of Rockingham, North Carolina. Another player I am super excited for. He is only a sophomore, so hopefully we get at least 2, maybe 3 really good seasons out of him if I can keep him out of the draft, is going to be Brian Batty, the sophomore 5'8" speed back out of Sarosota, Florida. He's going to be a huge key to the success of our team with that 94 acceleration. For wide receiver, Xavier Weaver is going to be our best option in the beginning. We got Karafe Brown, the redshirt sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina with 92 speed. He's going to be huge, as well as another sophomore, Omarion Dollison, and he is out of Oak Grove, South Carolina with 93 speed. Both of those guys are going to be huge for our roster. Here is something that we are really going to struggle with, and I'm going to have to get after that recruiting. Our offensive line, man, pretty much all of them are seniors. Senior. The only person who isn't is our right guard, Dustin Hall, 75 overall. Hopefully he stays for a while. He's a strong man, but he is not fast with that 48 speed. So pulling to the left side is going to be difficult. Outside of that, though, all seniors, it's going to be rough. A defensive player I'm really excited for, at least on the defensive line, is Tramel Logan. He's only a sophomore, 6'2", 249 pounds, and gets after the quarterback. That's what I'm looking for. Really excited to see how he does. Another player on defense I am very, very excited for is going to be Mac Harris, redshirt freshman, right outside linebacker out of Lauderhill, Florida. He's only a 74 now. He has 87 speed, 92 acceleration. He's only going to get better, and he is a freak athlete at the position. He is going to be huge for this team. Last player I'm going to show on the defensive side is going to be cornerback number 9, Amaris Brown. He is a freshman. He is 5'11". He's a hard hitter at corner from Tampa Bay, Florida. Hometown kid, 88 speed, 93 acceleration. I'm excited for him to start, and I'm excited for him to be a huge part of this program for the next couple of years. Alrighty, so we currently only have one pipeline state available. If you guys don't know what that is, it is a state that players consistently go out of to go to certain schools. Like normally their hometown states, or I mean California is almost everywhere because there's so many prospects, and a lot of places in the South are too, but Florida is going to be huge for us. We got to get a lot of players out of our home state. We're going to go over interest really quick. We're going to look at some of the best guys we have available. I'm not really sure ratings-wise what we're looking for necessarily right off the bat. We're going to look at some of these guys. We're going to go through all of the recruiting, see how they're doing. I'm going to hope that we don't have to get anybody under 65 overall. That's my plan for now. If something changes and we are absolutely not getting anyone, that's something we can look at. Even JUCO pass rushers, 73, they're going to play roles on this team, and I'm going to make sure that we get them early. A few really good guys coming out of here. It looks like Matt Whitaker is a 70 overall tackle. As you guys know, we need line help immediately. Joel Walton, same boat, freshman, 70 overall, out of Florida. Got to make sure we get these guys on the team. Alrighty, now looking at the offensive line, that's going to be a huge point of emphasis for the beginning of this series. We're just going to be looking for guys who are super strong, little under the radar, and aren't planning on going to huge schools. For instance, Nevada is the #1 player on this guy's board, 69 overall from Nevada. Maybe we can steal him. There's just going to be some players where we're going to have to do that with, see if we can get them to move to our school. We'll go after Eric Burton as well, and just hope for the best. Lastly, moving on to one of my favorite parts of NCAA football, athletes. You never know what their overall is going to be. You don't really know what their best position is going to be. You are purely just going off how athletic these players are. This guy runs a 4.26. So some of these guys are just freaks. We got to make sure we get at least a couple on our team. We're going to make sure we look, see what guys aren't going to be planning on going to huge schools, see if we can steal them. For instance, Sidney Hodges' top school is BYU. Michigan is right behind them, but I feel like we could steal them. But as you see, there are certain requirements for players that you can't get. So you have to meet certain requirements for those players in order for them to even think about going to your school. It's a tough one, but it's just part of the series. We are going to be going after the #1 athlete on the board, Chad Singletary, just to see if we can get him. He is 6'3", 187 pounds. He could be huge for us. He's just one of those guys where I feel like we have to shoot for the stars, hope that we can land him, and if we can, he could truly be game-changing to our team. This is another guy, for instance, like Jerome Robinson, 66. He might hop up to a 70-something overall at different positions, and there are low schools who are wanting to get him. He is out of Georgia, which is a close state to us, so I am going to go after him, and that is going to fill out the rest of our board. So scouting right off the bat, we're just going to get 25% for all of these guys, do the best that we can, see how many guys we think are going to be developing into stars of our program. For instance, Chaz did not go well right off the bat, all downhill from the beginning. So that's going to be interesting. That's why you scout. You never know how guys are actually going to turn out. See, Ronald Ford right off the bat is already up 1 overall point. Stuff like that is huge. John Brown is already up 4. He is going to be a beast. He is someone that I'm going to want super early. We're just looking at where he's trying to go. Florida State, JUCO. He can be a starter right off the bat next season and play 2 years of fantastic football for us. See, and this is just why we got to keep scouting. You never know what the overall is going to do. I wish I had the 100%, but we're not going to be cheating out here. We just got to look 1 week at a time, see what these guys are working with, see what these guys have in their bag, if you want to call it that. And some of these guys are dropping 3 overall before we even get a chance to really go after them. And that's good. That's good to know immediately. This guy has 91 acceleration. He also has 81 block. Like that's huge as a guard, especially for pulling, like I mentioned, with one of our guys with 48 speed. You know, and some of them just aren't going to get it done. But this is going to do it for the scouting, at least in the beginning. We have 0 points remaining. We'll move on to the next thing. Alrighty, here's the point where we go through and we look to redshirt players. This is mainly just for players who aren't going to probably see the field the first season. For instance, Travis Marsh, I don't see him taking the field. It is going to be Byron Brown as the starter. It is going to be Gary Bohannon, I think, as our backup quarterback. So unless something drastic happens, we're not going to need anybody. So we're going to take Travis Marsh, good Lord, and put him as a redshirt. We're also just going to be redshirting young freshmen who have high potential but aren't going to see the field this season. I don't really see a point in not letting them have all the eligibility they can. Granted, some recruits really don't like that, and they will transfer out of your school at the end of this year, and that's a risk that I am willing to take. Again, right end, Michael Williams, he's not going to be pleased about it, but I am going to redshirt him. If he wants to leave, I'm going to be upset, but you know, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, and if they want to decide to leave your school, sometimes you just got to live with that. Going over the rest of these linebackers, Deontay Hunter is going to get redshirted. We don't have enough corners, I feel like, to really redshirt anybody. Free safety, we could redshirt a sophomore if we really want to. So Ray Thornton III, you're going to be staying another year, at least I hope. But in regards to our kicking and punting, man, we only have a senior, and we only have a senior. So that's a position we really got to go after. Alrighty, going over the depth chart before the season starts, it looks like Byron Brown is going to get the start for us. I'm really excited to see what he can do. Brian Batty is going to be huge for this offense. Xavier Weaver, the impact player. We got Khalif Brown and Dollison sitting behind him. 2 speed threats. They are going to be huge to this offense. We need to get better at tight end through the recruiting class. You guys saw all of the seniors plus sophomore offensive linemen. Hansford, our senior, is going to be our left end. Termel Logan, who we talked about earlier, is going to be our right end. Rashawn Yates, the senior, is going to be our starting D tackle. Mac Harris is going to be our left outside linebacker. I am so excited for him, man. He could be huge for our team. Antonio Greer, another senior, is going to be starting at middle linebacker. Shocker, another senior, Dwayne Boyles, is going to be starting at right outside linebacker. It's going to be Christian Williams and Armaris Brown as the 2 main corners of this team. Then we have TJ Robinson at free safety and Makai LaPointe sitting at strong safety. All right, I wanted to give us a decent strength of schedule to start our first season of this team. We are going to be traveling to Pullman to play Washington State in the first game of the season. I am a little biased. I went to the University of Idaho. I was 10 minutes from the campus. I'm a big fan of it. I think it'd be cool to go play there. So that is what we are going to be doing. Next, we are going to be hosting Michigan State. That is going to be a huge game to see if we can compete with some of the best schools in the country, including a physical conference like the Big Ten. Then we will play a rivalry game versus FAU. This one's going to be really interesting, and I hope that we can take that one. And then we are going to be playing another in-state rival, playing Miami at home. That's going to be, actually, you know what? I'm going to move this to a road game. I feel like playing at Miami is going to be a lot more of a challenge, and it's going to be exciting. Then we got versus Cincinnati, at Charlotte, home against Louisville, at Houston, home against Memphis, against SMU at home. Got UCF on the road, another rivalry game, and then we got Rutgers on the road to end our in-conference play. Alrighty, to start off our regular season, we are going to go into recruiting first. We're going to be offering a lot of points to these guys that we feel like are going to be huge impacts on our team. John Brown is someone that I feel like we should go after early and see if we can sign him early. He's only a 2-star. He's not going to draw that much interest, but that way we can get him off the board and we can focus on other players. A lot of these offensive linemen, I know it looks like I'm going after a ton, but I have to get these guys in our program because we can move them around. We can train them at tackle. We can train them at center. We can train them at guard. But we have to make sure we at least have a chance to get some linemen so we get some depth on this team. We are going to be going after a quarterback there and Brian Morales. Ira Williams is going to be getting some offers. David Miller is going to get an offer. And then Jeff Temple is going to be the last guy we're giving points to. And Matt Whitaker, we're just going to offer him a scholarship. This is our conference outlook for the season. It shows that we are going to finish second to last, right above Charlotte. We'll see if that ends up being true. I'm hoping to finish middle of the pack, like 6, 5, or 4 would be perfect for us. If we can get there, awesome. But we might struggle in the beginning. We're going to find out here soon. Alrighty, outside of that, we went through the entire preseason, showed you guys what this team is looking like, showed you the depth chart. We went over a couple players in the beginning in regards to who we're going to be scouting and who we are trying to bring into this program. Our first game is going to be on the road against Washington State. This is not going to be an easy game for us. They are an 84 overall. We are only a 79. Their offense and our offense are comparable, but their defense is really good. We got to limit our turnovers. We got to put the ball on the ground when it's necessary, and we just have to play smart football. I'm really excited. First game of the season. I'll see you guys in there.
Welcome to the first game of the regular season for your University of South Florida Bulls, traveling to Pullman, Washington today to take on the Washington State Cougars. They are 5 overalls higher than us, 2 overalls offense, 8 overalls defense. That's a little bit of a concern. Our offense is really going to have to keep it together today, make sure that we are on the same page, making sure that we are making the right reads, doing the right things, and playing efficient football as a team. Super excited to see how today goes. I love these intro videos, man. It makes the game feel like you're being immersed, which I love. I really miss college football games. I cannot wait for NCAA 25 to come out. It's going to be awesome. And updated graphics and team settings, the transfer portal. It's going to be something. But I went to U of I, right next to Wazoo, so that's why we're playing them in the first game. A little bit of a bias, but I thought it'd be good competition for us. This is a really cool stadium as well. Beautiful campus, Gisa Field at Martin Stadium. It's going to be awesome here today. We're going to move on, and I am a tails guy, and we get it. We do not want the ball first, personally. That's just how I feel. I feel like we should kick it, see what we're dealing with, let Cam Ward, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, take off and see what he can do. And we are underway here in Pullman, Washington. Super excited for this series, man. I think it's going to be a ton of fun getting off to the races. Not a good start, boys. Let's get to the ball. And first drive of the game coming out for Cam Ward. He is listed as a sophomore in this game. It's going to be interesting. I'll see you at the play. All right, everybody, 1st and 10 here. First play for the Cougars. Let's see what we can do here on defense. That was definitely my zone, but Cam Ward made a bad pass, and it's now 2nd down. It is going to be 2nd and 10 now, coming out in a little bit of a man coverage scheme, seeing if we can get anything cooking. We see the guy over here, and wow! First sack of the season coming from number 28, Torian Hansford, the senior. Huge play for him, making it a 3rd and 18 right off the bat. A huge play for this defense. You know, I'm a pressure guy personally. We are going to be sending the house here, coming out in a huge situation. 3rd down, getting off the field early, using a D lineman, and we get off the edge. Let's go. Sacked for 8 yards. That is another stop to Quan Evans with his first sack of the season, and it is 4th and 26 for your South Florida Bulls. Here is the punt from WSU from the 4th and 26. We're going to get the ball here. Evans on the return, getting a little bit of space, seeing if he can get around anybody. That is a great return. And yes, this is my first game coaching at UCF this season, or USF, my apologies. First play of the season for your South Florida Bulls. As you can tell, it is loud in here. We're just going to go basic, halfback base, see if we can get anything working, nothing too insane. And looks like we're going to get 3 yards on the first carry. Second play of the day, running that Oregon offense. You know, we're going to be coming out in this read option right here, reading that left defender. We're going to see if he can bite on it. If not, we'll take it with the running back. We take it with the quarterback here, and our boy Byron Brown gets 3 yards as it is 3rd and 3. They're stacking the box on this play. It is 3rd and 3. We're going to come out in the pass. We're kind of just looking for something short, trying not to get too much pressure on the quarterback. That is a great throw right there, and we're going to take the first down barely. All right, we get the first down. Huge play for our team. There's 3 minutes left in the first quarter. We are driving down the field. This is exactly how we wanted this game to start, as we are going to just take our yards here, and there is a flag on the play. I'm going to guess it's holding on the offense. It is not. It is clipping. That is going to be 10 yards. Not super pleased with the call, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to take it. It is part of the sliders. We are going to be sitting now at a 1st and 20, kicking us out of definitely field goal position. And we're going to see if we can, wow, nothing we can do there. That pressure came in fast. It is 2nd and 28, Brennan Jackson with the sack. All right, on this drive, they have kind of taken the run game away from us here. Not a whole lot we can do about it. We're going to be wanting a streak on the outside just to see if we can get someone open against that coverage. But if not, we're going to be looking for the short stuff. We're going to roll out to our left here. We don't really see anything. Brown gets touched. Oh, man. That's brutal. All right, 3rd and 30 here. Not exactly the way we wanted to start the game. We are going to block Batty just so we have a little bit extra protection back here for a little bit more time. Nothing too crazy going on. We almost threw an interception, and we are going to be punting the football. Like I said before this game started, their defense is fantastic. We got to be aware of when the pressure is coming and when to get rid of the ball. We didn't on that play, but this could be a fantastic punt for us. It is a fumble, and we get the ball. I don't even know what to say right there. That was a momentum-changing play. Not sure if he decided that he wanted to catch it at the last second, if he was just trying to fair catch it in general and couldn't get to it. I'm not really sure, but we're going to take that every single time as Batty is going to get leveled but gets 3 yards on the play. We've gotten a little bit into the game now. We're going to go a little bit deeper in the playbook, running something a little bit different here. Nothing too crazy, just an option play. A huge toss by Byram Brown, and Dollison is going to get his first touchdown of the season. Surprisingly enough, it's going to be a rush, but your USF Bulls are up 6-0 in the first quarter. Take the PAT right here, do nothing crazy. Taking the lead early in Pullman is a huge start for us. Ball is underway on the kickoff. Hopefully there's no return here and we can just get back on defense because our defense rocked it on the first possession. No kick returns here would be huge, and we are going to stop them just outside the 20. I apologize. I thought it was outside of the 20. It was not. They're on the 17-yard line now. We're just going to be coming out in a base man-to-man package, showing a little bit of heat off the linebacker's side. Bell gets the ball there. My user's terrible, and that's going to be a first down. All right, 1st and 10 for the Washington State Cougars on this play. We are going to be using the linebacker here just so we can have that coverage on the running back. They are a very pass-forward offense. We got to make sure we're thinking about that, because that is going to be a big tackle, only 6 yards. We have not been getting as much pressure there as we were the first drive. We're just going to come out in another man scheme here, see if we can force a mistake. If not, we might send the heat if we can get it to 3rd down, but it does not. Oh, 3rd and 1. Okay, got a little bit of momentum back. It is going to be 3rd and 1. We're going to send the heat. I just got an injury update, and it looks like our starting quarterback is hurt already. He's going to be out 3 weeks. That is horrible timing. And they get the first down on 3rd down, and we are probably going to go into the end of the first quarter. Switching up to man here, like the matchup's better. Not sure if they're going to call this play before the quarter. They do. And we almost got the pressure there, but that is going to be 2nd and 7, and that will do it for your first quarter. USF leading 7-0, and our quarterback getting hurt on that hit on the pitch, sacrificing his body, and we take the lead. Here we go, 2nd and 7 for your USF Bulls. Cougs on the field on offense, seeing if we can get there. Oh, man, I almost got there. That would have been huge. Instead, we're just a little in front of it. It is going to be first down Cougs. All right, here we go. First down for Cameron Ward and this Cougar offense. Hopefully we can do a little bit of damage on this, but he is a quick slot receiver. Robert Farrell, 9 yards, and it is going to be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 here for the Coug offense. Going to be using the safety here, hopefully getting a little bit of coverage. Let's see if they can do anything. I wish that linebacker would just blitz him. Oh, what a defensive play by our secondary. I apologize. I'm not sure who number 9 is, but that was one heck of a play. We're going to learn the names as the series goes on. This is going to bring up 3rd down for the Cougs. Hopefully we can get off the field here. That would be huge for us. Doesn't look like we're going to, as Stribling is wide open, and that is going to be another first down for the Cougs. 8 for 10 passing so far on the day for Cameron Ward. He is lighting us up after the first drive. Really having success here on the second drive. We tried to play that, got in the way of our other linebacker, and that is going to be another first down for the Cougars. Stuck on the D-line here. It is going to be a pass on first down, and the Cougs are going to get on the board. Robert Farrell, a 12-yard reception. Good Lord, that was a second count. But they do make it 6-7, probably with the PAT 7-7, but at least we're getting the ball back. It is 7-7. That is totally okay. Our quarterback is hurt, though. That's really going to hurt. We'll see if it affects us later on. We're just going to let this ball go. We're going to take it and get a touchdown. Gary Bohannon is getting his first snap for USF this season after the injury to our starting quarterback. That play is not going to go anywhere. That is going to be a negative 3-yard gain. 2nd and 13, just trying to make this next possession manageable. We are going to run the read option here, look at that left end, and see if we can get anything going. Batty is going to get all the way up 8 yards and make it a 3rd and 4, which is much more manageable. Here we go, huge play on the field. It is 3rd and 4. We need to keep this possession going. Let's see if we can do that here. Looks terrible throw, bro. Oh, get me Byram back. An atrocious throw there is going to lead to the punt for USF. Not exactly how he wanted our drive to go. Not very impressed with it. But at the same, if we could get a tackle, gentlemen, now we will be on defense. Coming out in the cover 2 blitz here. Let's see if we can apply some more pressure. We are going to push those. I don't like this at all. Good defense by the boys. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Playing a little bit softer as we are going to come out in this cover 4 here. Nothing too aggressive as they are going to beat the zone, get wide open. That's not good. 21-yard reception for Stribling. He is killing us today. We are going to send the heat here on 1st down, see if we can apply that pressure again like we were earlier, but it looks like that's just going to be a 3-yard reception from Robert Farrell again. This Cougs offense is known for airing it out and throwing the ball all across the field, and there is no doubt of that right now as they are just torching us in the passing game. Seeing if we can get a little bit of a stop right here, we are going to force the throw away. Alrighty, 3rd and 7 here, huge down for your Bulls as we need to get a stop here. Let's see if we can get it done, and what a catch by Donovan Ollie to put them in the red zone, 1st and goal Cougs. When the other team is coming out making one-handed catches, you know it's going to be a rough day. Here we go, gentlemen. Hopefully we can get a stop here. I see that oh, the pressure comes in, and we get our 3rd sack of the ball game. Huge play. We have been applying pressure at random times today, and we finally break through and get another sack. We are going to be sending the heat again. It is now 2nd and goal from around the 17-yard line. Let's see if we can do anything here. We stop the run immediately. Negative 1-yard run, and this is huge for our defense. We are not going to burn a timeout here. We're just going to play it out, see what happens. Assuming we get a stop, we will go ahead and call a timeout. Let's see if that is the case. Huge pick by Williams. Huge pick by Williams. Come on, baby. Huge play. We are back in this football game. A tough throw from Cameron Ward that is going to be his first interception of the game. We want to see if we can execute here, possibly get something off of that turnover. And looks like negative 2 yards. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I kind of panicked there. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But looks like we are going to have the chance to throw the football here. Get a good throw to Brown. It is going to be 3rd and 7. We're going to run no huddle, waste a little bit of time just in case we have to punt this ball to Wazoo. But in case we do get the chance to go ahead and get a 1st down, the clock will stop, and then after the next play, we can call a timeout. Here we go, 3rd down play here, huge possession. We're going to take a deep shot, and it is intercepted from the hit. That is not the way we want to do it. Man, huge mistake by me. Not exactly what we wanted to do. I am really missing my starting quarterback now. But we just got to deal with adversity. That's part of the game. So here we go, dealing with a 1st down here, a huge play. And thank goodness we got a tackle because that could have been 6. Only sending 3 here. We know they want to pass. We are just going to be playing in pass coverage. Hopefully we can get a stop right here. Keep them out of... Wow, we played that really well and still didn't do anything about it. They're going to get a gain of 5 yards. There's only 19 seconds left. That clock is ticking. They are not using their final timeout. And we are going to send a spinner blitz right off of the no huddle to see if we can catch them off guard. We can catch them off guard. Huge blitz right there for the team. There's 8 seconds left. We'll see if they decide to kick. So they do have 1 timeout remaining in the half. They are going to go for 1 more play, see if they can take an end zone shot right here. We just want to keep everything in front of us, even if it ends up not like stopping them for a 3rd down or making it a 4th down. That's huge right there. That's exactly what we need. Here is the field goal for the Cougs to take a 3-point lead going into halftime. This has been a very defensive battle so far, all the way down to the wire in regards to the first half. They will take a 3-point lead, but we do get the ball at halftime. We're going to skip to the kickoff. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, like you guys saw, 7-10 going into the end of the first half. We have played well so far. Our offense has been shaky. It hasn't been exactly what I've wanted to see so far. Evans is going to get a good return, and let's see if we can do something on the offensive side of the ball. Nothing too crazy here, starting with a read option just to see what we know what we're working with. Let's see if they bite on it. They do, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, run. Run, run, run. Get a block, 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 get a block. Oh my gosh, what a run by Bohannon, and that is going to be a 41-yard rush onto the other side of the 50, and that is exactly what we needed coming out of halftime. Not sure how we didn't get tackled there, but we'll take it. Coming out with something a little different here, we are going to be going for the fake screen, hoping that it's just press man-to-man coverage. Dollison can use his speed to get to the outside, and we can just throw a lob pass over him. That is not what happens. We are going to take the screen right here to Brown. See if he can make a guy miss. He cannot. Gets leveled, and that is a 7-yard pass. 2nd and 3 here. Just want to keep it very simple. I know we're a pass-forward offense, but sometimes you just need to take your yards. We're going to see if we can get a first down here, and it looks like we are going to do just that. Coming out with something a little bit different here. This is a scary play because if it doesn't work, it definitely can result in negative yardage, but we're going to see if it can. Running out right here, just going to lob it to him, see if we can get past this guy. We can. Aju getting a 7-yard reception, and that is going to be 2nd and 3. Alrighty, 2nd and 3 for your Bulls. Just going with another read option here, keeping it basic, seeing if we can just pick up some easy yardage. We get leveled, and we cannot afford another quarterback to get hurt. We might have to slow it down on the options. Beautiful day in Pullman today. It is going to be 3rd down for your Bulls here. Let's see. We have a little drag route coming from Weaver. Aju could burn his guy right off the bat. Horn might get to the pylon. We're just going to have to read the defense, see what they give us. Good catch by Weaver. Not exactly the best throw in the book. I know we said we were going to play aggressive, and I'd really like to go for this, but the defense has been solid. All right. You got it. On the road, we got to score points. I was expecting the game to want us to take a field goal. That was my plan. Turns out that's not the case at all. Made the bad read, and that's going to be a turnover. I was even telling myself there I should have taken the points. I decided to go against my own instinct. Listen to the game. Not a good decision. Not a good decision at all. That is going to be a huge pass to Mr. Bell. Good tackle by Harris, but man, he should have taken that. Going to come out in a cover 2 here, see if we can throw the defense off. We have been running a lot of man coverage. See if we can force a bad read by Cam Ward. We do have an interception today, so maybe we can force another one. We are there, but he's going to take his little dump off, and that is going to be 7 yards for the Cougars. Huge play for the defense here. Maybe we can force a 3rd down. We would love that. Cam Ward is going to take off with the ball, which we could have got a bigger hit on him, but they are going to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 here, not exactly what we wanted to see, but, you know, we got to work with what we got. We are going to be rushing up the D-line here. We got a little bit of pressure, didn't cover the flats. Huge hit by Brown, but that is still within. It is 2nd down for the Cougars, coming out in a little bit of a man-to-man with a spy action in case he tries to get mobile. We are going to be playing good defense here. He is going to try to get mobile, and we are there for that. That's why we were in the spy, only a rush of 2. A huge play for your Bulls here, as it is going to be 3rd and 4. We could really use a stop to get off the field. Doesn't look like we're going to... Oh, wow, they ran into each other. Poorly timed route, and that is going to be 4th down for your Bulls. I'm not exactly sure how that worked out for us. As you saw on the bottom, 181 yards to 76 is just not going to get it done, especially against a team with a really good offense. We are going to need a decent return here. Evans decides to let it go. It better work out, and it does. They've been getting pressure on us all day. We're going to come out here with a screen to Batty. Hopefully he can just get open. That would be huge for us. They are going to cover the screen. I should have just threw the ball away. Instead, we're going to get negative 5 yards. Alrighty, 2nd and 15 here. Could really use a big play out of us. We'll see if we can get something going. Not who I wanted to throw to. I'm used to playing on Xbox. I had X wide open. Please get the tackle. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. I can't even, I'm sure you guys saw it, but X was just wide open. And again, used to Xbox controls. That was bad. After an awful interception by me, which shouldn't have happened in the first place, it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougs inside the red zone already. Hopefully we can get here with our safety. We are going to miss that tackle. We click onto the wrong guy, and they're going to get into the end zone. That was such a bad 2-play stretch. Now we're going to probably be down 10 points. As you can see, we're down 10 points. Start of the 4th quarter. This game has changed quickly for us. We scored the first 7, and they have scored 17 straight. We need something on this kick return. It would be huge. Oh, we almost slipped out. We almost slipped out. We got to make something here. It's been bad. 1st and 10 for the Bulls. We just need some quick yardage. Nothing too crazy here. We are going to look downfield. Don't see anybody. That is a horrible throw, and I'm not going to do that again. Alrighty, second down for your Bulls. Running a little bit of a PA fake here, seeing if we can get out of the pocket. Man blitz. It is now 3rd and 19. I'll tell you what, folks, for how this game started, this is not exactly the result I had in mind. As that is going to be a forced throw by me and a bad throw by Bohannon. He should have had more under it. He's going to make the tackle at 1st and goal, man. That's so bad. Huge play for us right here. Let's see if we can get a stop. We do get a tackle in the backfield. I thought he scored. He doesn't. It is going to keep it 2nd down. I'll tell you what we can't have. If they score right here, man, this game is over. There's no question about it. If they score a touchdown here, if we stop them to a field goal, that's one thing. But letting up a touchdown to Renard Bell for a 0-yard touchdown. Man, that's ugly, man. We started really well. Got that fumble return, scored a touchdown, and we just haven't been able to do anything since. That paint looks really scary. It kind of looks like the inside of people. Oh, I'm not going to lie. But it is 24-7. We're just going to let this ball go, kneel it. It hasn't been great for us offensively. We got to get something going right here, and we're going to see if we can do it. I mean, the odds of us winning this game are not very high anymore, but we just want to see things that we can work on for next week and improve on for the rest of the season. There's going to be nothing available, and I'm just going to throw this ball away. Here we go. It is going to be 2nd and 10. Maybe Aju can get open. He looks like he is. I'm not sure why he possession caught it like that. Could have just turned around and got the 1st down. Instead, we're going to come out in a no huddle because we are really running short on the time situation. We want any chance of winning this game. Maybe Weaver can beat him early. I don't know. Maybe we can beat this press right here. He does, but I don't read it in time. We are just going to take the little dump off, and it's dropped. In my opinion, there's no reason to punt right here. And we just got to be honest with ourselves and realize the time that is left in the game, see if we can do anything with what we have left. That is going to be a... Oh, man, we got to come up with that pass. That was a great throw. It's in his hands. I know it's in triple coverage, and he got hit, but he was open, and it just didn't come down. It is now 1st and 10, 3:22 left in the ball game. We are down by 17 points. This is not what I had in mind for our first experience of NCAA football. We've made a lot of mistakes today, my own and the team's. We definitely should have kicked that field goal. It would have totally changed the momentum of the game. It would have been 10-10. We could have gone into halftime with a tie, maybe even the lead. And instead, we're just not getting it done. That is not good defense right there. It is now going to be 1st and goal for the Cougs. It is now going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougs offense. They are looking to slow it down a little bit. As you can see, they're not calling their plays as quickly. And I can't blame them. The more clock they chew here, the better odds they have of winning. It's probably already up at like 98.9%, just moving its way to 99%. It was a rough, mistakes were made, mistake-filled football game. Quarterback got hurt on the first drive after pitching a touchdown. It's just hard, man. It's just hard. Luckily, it doesn't come down. 2 minutes left in your ball game. We are going to be sending the Heat here. Interested to see how this works out. Doesn't look like it's going to at all, as they are going to get a 5-yard rush. And it is now 3rd and goal from about the 3. Alrighty, huge, I mean, not huge, but we could really use the stop right here for morale's sake going into next week. There's only 1 minute and 40 left on the game clock. Let's see if we can get a stop right here, stop into a field goal, keep it within 20, and then we can work on next week. Next week's offense on the last drive of this game, because it was abysmal today. We couldn't get anything moving, made some bad throws, and just didn't run efficient plays for the offense. We're supposed to be running, as that is going to be a touchdown from Cam Ward, just rubbing it in our face. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not looking good. It is 7-31 in our first experience of college football this year. Not exactly the head coaching debut we wanted. If they take this for 6, man, that's exactly how it is. All right, 1st and down for your, or 1st and 10 for your Cougs. I'm just flustered right now, man. This is not how I wanted to start the series, but that is why we're playing it, because this team needs a rebuild, and they could be a powerhouse. They're in a great part of the country. People love the city of Tampa Bay. They play in a phenomenal stadium. They play in an NFL stadium, which helps with the crowd a lot. They're just chewing the clock here, probably going to run it again, and this will be the last play of the game, assuming that they don't snap it again. They are trying to score another touchdown, and we're not going to let it up. Thank goodness. That would have been 8 seconds remaining on the game clock. That is going to do it for today's game. Again, not how we wanted to play. We know the mistakes for next time. We got to take our field goals when we can get them. We got to just take our points when we can get them. Instead of trying to force it, try to play greedy, try to get extra points, when in all reality, we just got to take what we can get. This is a very good Cougs team with a very, very good defense. We will improve. We will get better. Just a really rough start to start out the season. But, you know, we're only 0-1. This isn't a conference game. It's not going to affect how we play in the conference championship or any of the standings and results to that. So there are worse things. We're just going to have to work on it. Final score, 31-7. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for the support as I'm trying to make my way back to YouTube. It's been a really long time. I'm happy to be here. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night or day or whatever time it is. Peace out.